Hey, so if you live in Europe, Ireland, like I do, white buttercream, is it a thing of the past for us in Europe, or can we do something about it? So let's see. So I'm wondering if I really beat the butter, and I mean really beat the butter. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing this for a day. I have to pay my electric bill. But let's see how much we have to beat this to get that white buttercream. So let's begin. So I'm doing an American buttercream. In with my butter, on with my mixing paddle. I'd never not use a scraping paddle. Oh, just lifesaver. Love it. Never go back. Start whipping. Kind of medium to start with. And then I'm going to let this go and we're going to see what we can do. Right, let's whack it up a bit higher. Should I go for a 15-minute walk? I'm just not sure. Let's come back in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes is up. Oh, I feel like I've gone deaf. Right, now, I've deliberately not scraped around the outside because I thought I'd leave that bit of yellow. We're not white, but I mean, it's getting somewhere. So, that's what we've got on the paddle at the moment. Let's give it all a scrape. Merge it all in, as you can see the yellow coming. So that was 5 minutes. And to be fair, I'm not completely unimpressed with that. Another 5. Let's do 5 more. Let's go again. 5 more minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
It's a good idea. Let's go. Right. Hi. Right. That's another 5 minutes. 5 and 5 is 10. I'm so clever. Let's try. Okay, I'm actually quite impressed. Now, considering that the handle of this, the paddle, sorry, not handle, that the paddle is actually white, it's close. Is it close enough? Look at that. I'm getting a little bit of light hitting back. So, oh look, if I do that, I've got to have my lights on. They make me look better. But I think we can just go a little bit more. I'm going to do 15 minutes. Now, would anybody do 15 minutes? I suppose it depends how desperate you would be to get white buttercream. Let's go again. A final 5 minutes. Because why not? I'm invested. Let's go on through. Right. Drop it down. Let's go. That was the final 5 minutes. This has been 15 all in all. I have sacrificed my overhead light for you so that we don't get as much. Is it still doing it? I don't know. Look. Right. Let's remove this. Oh. Look at that. So, is it pure white? I mean, I don't think so. But we're going to add icing sugar now. I'm fairly impressed, I will say. Right, pop this back on. Wash my hands. Okay, icing sugar. Now, I never put it all in at once because I find, doesn't happen very often, but have you ever had that time where you've put buttercream on and then you go over to look at it and it's all like grainy and there's nothing you can do, and I've tried everything to get it back. It doesn't happen very often. It's probably happened to me about 3 or 4 times in the whole time of doing this. But when it does, it's just such a waste of ingredients. And I've found that if I put all of my icing sugar in at once and I go too fast, that's what causes it. I just don't have a cure. Right, icing sugar. I'm going to put in, now I don't do 2 to 1. I prefer just like a 1.5 bag. So I probably do, not 2 to 1, 1 point, so I probably do just over 1.5 to 1, right? So I'm going to put in 3/4 bag and then I'll do another 3/4 bag and that'll make my 1.5-ish. I measure, I put it in just to help with you. I would say do 1.6. That's what I would say. 1.6 in sugar, which would then be 1 in butter. I explained that so well. I tell you what, I'll work it out and I'll put it in the comments. Easier. Right, we're going to start this low. Low. And to be fair, we have some flying around. To be fair, I keep it low. I just find, like I said, it's safer. So I'm going to leave that until it's completely incorporated, probably about 2 minutes, and then we're going to add the next lot. Okay, so I'm going to get back to doing nothing and wait 2 minutes. Okay, that's looking lovely. Look at that, all smooth. Now we're going to put the last lot in with my brilliant weighing out method. Right, is that one? Okay, so that's a full bag, which is 500 grams. I am going to write this down because I'm just being confusing. Right, and then I'm going to go in with just over half a bag. And I scientifically place my thumb and finger just there because I think that that's where I want it to be. I think when I make it tomorrow, my thumb and finger might change position. Yeah, I know. Right, drop it down. And we're going to go again, another 2 minutes. Low. Oh. Now I have watched other people's reels and I just think it's so clever that they get cling film and put it over the top. Look, I'd love it to be done. I don't do it. I just don't. I go from one to the next as fast as I can. You know, I have ADHD. Shock. And to be fair, that would just slow me down, and I don't want to do that. But if anyone ever wants to come over and put cling film over it for me, it'd be amazing. I'm going to come back. Right. It's done. Well, it would be if it was just, yeah, okay. Now, white is it? I mean, it's good enough, but consistency-wise, it's really, really gorgeous. Loving this. Look, that's nice. It's not loose, those of you that worry not having 2 to 1. Now, if you want to stick 2 to 1, and then when you're doing something, you can just temper it, so take a chunk out, put it back in. That also will reduce some of the grittiness. We can always do that in a bit. We're invested. We're here. We're learning buttercream together. So yeah, look, I'm going to keep this going. 5 minutes, low and slow. I know, I'm annoying. There we go. Right, back on. So as white goes, I'm actually going to say I'm not unhappy with this. I have it on my hands. So, the other question we asked, can you temper this down? Now, I thought about it once I'd said it, and I thought, right, we have spent a lot of time to make this the white colour it is, which I'm quite happy with. But what happens if we put it in the microwave? Is that going to bring the yellow back? What do you think? Should we try? Let's see. Let me wash my hands. Right, I've got a bowl. Let's take some of this out. It does look nice. It does. I am really happy with it. Let me turn it round there to you. See this here? I mean, that looks nice. Oh, trying to watch through there. I like this. The consistency is gorgeous. It is, I like it, but we want to temper it because all these questions I have, I'll find the answer out to. I really hope this doesn't ruin now. Okay, I'm back. I've done 15, and as you can see, the yellow has come back into that. Is it going to be enough to ruin this? It's like an experiment. I feel like a scientist. Right, this will go in, and it will look like scrambled egg. Not nice. Right. Put this on low. Again, might not have made much difference at all. I saw that yellow hit immediately. So I'm hoping we're not going to have lost too much. Obviously, the other thing is we need to add vanilla. Now, obviously, vanilla is a darker shade as well, unless you use an essence, and then the essence, you need a lot more, and it won't be exactly the same, but that you can get in white. I don't want to put it in. Okay, right, that's gone in. Now, obviously, if we're not happy, we could add that little touch of purple. Always scares me because if you add too much, you look like you put your pants in with the whitewash and it comes out looking awful. Not that I've ever done that. But just for the sake of this, let's put it in anyway. Okay, so you need like a violet. Now, I've got lavender, it's the closest, but it's a proper purple. I'm then going to take a cocktail stick and literally small, don't ruin it now. Oh! Okay. I have got a tiny amount on there. Look at this. You can't see because of my head. Look, if I move, look how tiny this is. So I'm just going to touch the side and let that take it. You can still see it attached to the side there. I mean, it was happy. I can do a little bit more. Again, small amount on the back. Move my head, tiny bit. That's it. You're not adding any more than that. And this is it. This is our buttercream. So what has it done? Is it yellow? Is it really yellow? A little bit yellow. A little bit white. White. We're going to test it and see. Here it is. I'm going to put it into my bowl. Now, I don't normally use my buttercream straight away. I let it rest. I always find that you get a much smoother buttercream when you let it rest for two reasons. One, any of the rest of that grittiness needs to be absorbed by the butter. Butter has a certain amount of liquid in it, tiny amount, but it is in there. And that's just going to dissolve a little bit better. Also, it's been whipped and whipped and whipped so much, it's a bit, I would be, like being on the waltzers, yeah? I love that. Anyway, what we need to do is let it just settle down and you'll get a much smoother buttercream. Not for ages. You can pop it in the fridge for an hour and take it back out, or just leave it on the side for a couple of hours. This is dirty. Okay, so what have we got? It's quite airy. Ooh, beat it like this and you'll notice a change straight away. So that's already a hell of a lot nicer just there. Obviously, the more that you give it a little whip up like this, you see it going creamier the more that I whip it around like this here. It's literally changing its consistency. I'm getting a little arm workout, go me. Okay, so the question for all of this going around the houses was, can you get pure white buttercream without adding in the whitener with the titanium dioxide that we can't have? And the answer is, can you get pure white? No. But can you get as close as you possibly can to it? Yes. So I'm actually really happy and impressed. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put this into the fridge. I'm going to leave it there for an hour, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to hand whip it up again in front of you and just show you the difference that that makes. But it'll settle even more. See these last few bubbles? They'll just completely disappear. But this is lovely. So, see you in an hour. We are a few hours later, about 4 actually, to be honest. This is my buttercream, and if I'm just to smooth across the top now in front of you, look, who wants to use that? I mean, that's not nice. So, we are just going to give this a really quick mush around. Now, it is settled and it's a little bit thicker. So, Ginny has to work out. Tilt. Look at that. Absolutely. Oh, I mean, that's just gorgeous. You've got all the stability that you need there. Look, it's not going anywhere. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm happy with the colour. There we go. So this is our beautiful buttercream that we've tried to get as white as possible without titanium dioxide. So, yeah, hey, us in Europe. So the next video I do will be this on a cake, and I will show you how smooth it goes and how it pipes. So thank you so much, and thanks for tolerating me. Bye bye.